What do we think happens if we take the card out and there's no card in it?
Volume up and everything.
Everything's up, so you don't get anything.
There's your answer. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So don't leave your cards at home. I guess you'd always leave a card in there, wouldn't you?
Well, you got 3. Right. I mean, it's not the kind of thing you're going to take out and leave.
So put the standard one back in, because that's what's supposed to be in there.
Take that splitter then.
Splitter.
So far,
Splitters!
Sorry, man. Because I'm actually, although I grew up in Holland, although many people don't realise this, I grew up in Amsterdam. I came to Wiltshire when I was 8, and I lived in Trowbridge near Bath until I was 18, and then moved to London. See, recently I got my Wiltshire accent back for some crazy reason. I'm not quite sure why, but it happened to me. And I got drunk, and I became Wiltshire. And Rabia thinks it's hilarious.
I can hear him giggling in the background like a school boy.
Giggling in his northern. Yeah! So much pro. We're back, and Lee's got a monolith.
Hello!
Or is it a case?
It's a rather lovely case that comes with these guitars. I always like these sort of brown...
That's not brown, Lee.
I like the rectangular, sort of leathery type ones with the nice Fender logos here. So, anyway, this is the case for the blue guitar with 3 single coils on it. So should have, look inside. Look, it's got this like dual compartment thing. You've got a compartment here and can you even see that? Compartment here.
You're almost off the edge of the screen, so it's close. Ooh. Now you can see it, bro.
Compartment here.
Yeah, oh, that's the box of goodness. Wait, you got cards in there?
So yeah, another wallet. You got loads. You get loads of good stuff. You know, free cable, free strap. You get a free duster. I got a cute video, by the way, of Grace doing the dusting with my wife. Yeah, I'll show you that later.
What's the catch? How much Spondula?
Actually, I think it's about the same sort of money as a Deluxe Strat. They're about £1,300. So I mean, you know, it's sort of Deluxe American Strat territory.
Yeah.
So,
would you change the card mid-gig for a different kind of thing?
I'd change the card mid-song. I'd actually employ a man. It'd have to be a midget because he'd be the right height for it. And essentially, I'd be playing like this, and I'd go, change it, and that's it. And it'd be like a Formula One. That would be the training. It'd be like a Formula One pit stop. You'd have to get the change down to about 4.3 seconds, so that you could go, change it.
You know what's going to happen now?
What?
And what I think Fender have very, very cleverly thought about and have done.
Yeah.
This is open to anybody making their own card and putting them in their own Fender Strat.
I don't know. They look pretty complicated to kind of make, but I guess
not for a very clever Eastern European or Asian company that will manufacture thousands of different kinds of cards.
Maybe.
That's great.
So it's going to be like a Joe-Yo type, you know, Fender
I think
cards.
the market will flood with loads of different kinds of cards that do all sorts of different things. It's great though, because it means it's another thing you can mod your guitar with. And you know what? We love modding guitars: beer, women, Diablo, pizza.
Oh, okay. So the 3 single coil one has got the.
Wait, let me film you. This is yours.
That's a good idea.
You got the wrong guitar, Lee. You want the blue one.
I need the blue one. I need a blue one. A blue one. A blue one is what I need.
Hey yo yo.
Now I guess
Leo Blues has really improved.
It's been the same for about 20 years in fairness. Yes, this is the standard card in here. So won't bother really, you know, you don't really need me to go, that's what it sounds like on the neck, that's what it sounds like on the bridge. You can guess all the in-betweens because it sounds the same as any other Strat. He says, right, so push down on there, take the standard out. Now the one that I really want to try, because the cutter is essentially the same as the one on the HSS. It does the same thing, so it just converts the treble, converts the 2 tone controls into like bass and treble roll-offs as opposed to just normal tone controls. Do you want to hear that?
I do.
You want to hear that?
Not really.
No, I don't want to hear it. But we'll do it anyway. We'll just quickly do it. So what do? I pop this in here. I push this down here, I pop this like this, and I
And all of a
love
sudden,
the fact there's no batteries or anything. I
I
love
like
the fact
that
it's sort
too.
of analog and just.
which is why I think guitar players will accept this as a
Yes,
cool technology.
I think you're right. So that's the treble roll off, and that's the bass roll off. It's funny, isn't it? It's like I'm trying to decide, would I ever want to roll all that kind of bass? Maybe it's like if your tone is just a bit muffled.
Well,
in,
if you're
you
going
just
through a
wanna-
heavy distortive tone,
Yeah.
you probably, like, for example, let's do that now. If we
Okay.
use not heavy, but just like an overdrive,
Okay.
and then roll it off. Place.
I think you are getting that kind of. What was that cocked way? You had them both about halfway down or something.
No, I
didn't you?
turned off the treble, I think it was, but I used the humbucker.
It's there still.
Yeah.
On the... It's kind of cool, isn't it? So
Great.
that was the cutter, which, as I said, does the same on this as it does on the HSS one. But the new one, or the one that we don't have on the HSS, is called the Blender. This is actually made by a company called Magimix, who have a long history of making blenders.
You're a liar, Lee Anderton.
I am, yes. So let's pop this in here. Now the Blender gives me tone 2 is still the master treble. Sorry, it still does the master treble cut and the master bass cut like the other one does, but it also gives me 2 new positions. So position 1 now,
Yeah.
which normally would just be this pickup, can you see that, is actually these 2 pickups now.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's just go back to a clean tone. Oh,
You're on a
have-
clean tone, I did it for you.
Oh, you can hear all
It's
the
a
bass
lot,
back in.
yeah. Can I beg, so that
Yeah.
requires a crunch. That's quite a lot like a P90.
I guess it's got the attack that you get from the bridge pickup, but
Yeah.
still with the bass end in there so
Yeah.
that you don't feel like you're just cutting people's heads off.
In the room, that's reminding me of a P90.
I like that. It's got all the
Yeah.
bottom end, but the cut. So
Can
the,
I hear what it's like with gain? Sorry,
yes, of course.
I just want to hear
of
that.
course.
Nice.
Position 2 is all 3 pickups, which again you rarely get on.
Whoa!
What's this? Just
How much low end? That's just
Yes,
clean.
Bit muddy, isn't it? There's this weird stuff
What's
as well,
the-
which we haven't really done about using the dip switches, about, you know, adjusting treble loss and treble cut and.
Things I'm never
Blah,
going to do.
blah,
But what's
yeah.
the 3 single coils like through a gain channel?
Let's find out. Who was the guy that was famous for having the 3 single coils on all one of his strats?
Do it.
Not sure I like the idea of having all 3 pickups on at the same time.
But it's not very
actually,
practical. But the one on the end.
That was practical. Just takes a lot of the treble out. So then position 3 is what you'd expect it to be, just this on its own. Now I'm confused because position 4 is also doing all 3 pickups at the same time, but there's, for some reason, one of these pickups is
half on.
half on. Let's have a look.
They tapped it. Maybe they've tapped it.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
We're pioneering on the edges of knowledge here.
Let's leave it on a clean set, see if we can just tell the difference. So. It's basically a very, very brief manual. I suspect it probably tells you more on the internet. And of course, if we were even remotely professional reviewers, we'd go and find out. But obviously we're not.
We're Chappers and Lee.
And then position 4 is essentially the outside 2 pickups again, but again with the sort of the one of these pickups kind of a slightly pinkier colour.
I think it must be a tap.
Well, they're single coils anyway, but
it taps into some of the wire.
Essentially, both these positions are the same 2 pickups, but I think as what Rob's saying is that in this position, the accent, if you like, is on the bridge pickup, so that's allowed to be this. And in this position, although both pickups are still working, the predominant one becomes this one.
I just yawned by accident, therefore I need more coffee.
Yeah, drink more. I'll inject you with it shortly. So there we are.
Well, I am very excited about that.
It's very cool, isn't it?
It's made me want a Strat again. And it's cool, isn't it? It's a really cool thing.
It's essentially, it's kind of, I just think it's whether you agree that this is something that makes a Strat more desirable or more versatile or not. I just think, again, it's another demonstration of how you take a 60-year-old instrument and just kind of go, what if we did this? And it just all kind of works, and it doesn't take anything away from the good look and grace of a Strat.
They've also put a room in there to fit.
They've put a room in there?
They've put room in that compartment. You can see, if you take the card out.
Does this actually come out? Or did you
that does come
yours? Off. Hang on.
There's room there for other things they've got planned. I reckon they're going to have gain sticks. They're going to have battery-powered boost circuits. They're going to have effects. They're bound to have an effects card at some point with a delay or a chorus or something. Oh. There's a smell of fresh cabinet.
It smells of glue, actually, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that some more.
But they've left room in that compartment, clearly, for the future where they're going to have all sorts of stuff on cards. There's room for a battery. Is what I'm saying.
There's room for a battery.
So it's pretty clear.
There's room for a family of very small people.
Yeah.
And God, I think that's the glue kicking in now. Sorry.
Does that remind you of your youth?
Give me a minute.
You want to play a bit of PlayStation and get some dominoes in?
I never sniff glue.
No.
I never sniff glue.
No.
Sorry.
Are you alright?
No, I'm fine.
Good.
Funnily enough, periodically, I get the same thing when we're respraying guitars in our paint shop. Where we have a little paint shop. So, and yes, if you have some sort of too much paint in it and it's not, and the although it's
words
can't even speak anymore. Edit all this out because I'm about to go and lie down.
Don't breathe in the cavity again, Lee. Well,
cool.
After that revolution in the guitar industry, again by Fender Corp, who'd have thought it?
Who'd have thought it?
I've been Rob Chapman.
And I've been the captain.
We'll see you later.
Than anything else, getting that on camera.
Yeah.
Seriously, actually, I think you should, but just revere. You do it, Rob.
No, I am not going to sniff the inside of the Fender.
Smell the compartment.
No, I'm not smelling your compartment.
Smell the cavity.